Well, hello folks, welcome back. This is Mal Simulator 2025. We have done the managing of an individual shop, but now we're going to be managing an entire Mal. This is a game from F13 Games. They are a new set of developers, but they have got another game that's going to be released next year, Laundry Service Simulator. Which looks another good one. We'll keep an eye on that. And actually, we just looked at Laundry Store Simulator a week or so ago on the channel. So that one was pretty good. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with for this particular game. So there is a prologue and a demo available for Mal Simulator, which is good, and you can see all of the various features that will be coming into this game. It is early days here. There's a bunch of stores, the upper floors of the Mal, an elevator, cinema, shoplifters, lottery, toilet, security, parking fees, billboards. It's got cats and dogs, I think I saw that were making it into the game, and the smoking area. There's a whole bunch of stuff, basically the whole Mal experience. So we're going to have a little look at this prologue, and we'll play it all the way through to the end. But before we get into it, let's have a look what they say about it. Turn your building from a small shopping centre into a huge city Mal. To avoid going bankrupt, you'll need to build new stores, set good prices, and keep up with trends. Upper floors, cleaning, shoplifting, and security are upcoming. Interesting that they are talking about having to sort of follow trends. That I like, that it's not just the same thing that you're selling all the time, but perhaps that changes over time. That does feel like something that is worth doing. That does sound like something that's going to make this a little bit more interesting. They've also got their own song. I'm not going to play it because I don't know whether it'll be demonetized. But if you click the little button up the top right, you can listen to that song. It's I don't know how to describe it, like a country rap about Mal Simulator. It's just. Yeah, if nothing else, buy it. If nothing else, just get the free prologue just for that. Right, let's play a new game. Okay, here we are. Welcome to Mal Simulator Prologue. Grow your Mal from scratch, expand it offer hundreds of products and services. Every decision you make affects your visitor number and satisfaction. Get your income and cost balance right to avoid bankruptcy. So it sounds like there's a little bit more behind this game, so you've got to deal with the finances as well. Good luck, boss. Right, first things first, we need to call this something. And of course, we're going to call it something useful. No, I think we'll have it all in capitals. Custard. There we go, custard mole. It's a shame you can't actually change the kind of grey that it's on, but there we go. So we are going to open our first store in the area, and we're going to unlock this. The only thing that we can do at the moment is the clothing store, but you can see the different types of store that are currently available. In the prologue, we've got these 4 stores here, so they'll be fun to have a play with. But you've got the likes of Burger Joint, a cosmetic shop, a cinema. That's nice. I mean, we've got whole games around just managing cinemas, but that looks good. But we're going to do the clothing store because that's what we need to do. So this is our clothing store. We've got a little bit of stuff here, and you can see here, these are the things that you can do. You've got a cafeteria, sushi bar up there, but we can't get up there. That's when we get the full version. Game store, a florist. But at the minute, we have this clothing store. Or we can change the name of the clothing store. We'll call it Custard Pants. There we go. And again, we'll go yellow there. Can't change like the pictures or anything like that, but you've got Lou there. So we need to open the admin tablet. So we've got a K in the bank. So we've got a bunch of stuff here. We've got a Mal design here. This is included in the that's included in the full version. We can't look at that. Bills and rent. So we got to pay. Right, I was stuck behind this screen here. Couldn't get at it. So we've got some bits that we can get. This is interesting as well. You need a license to sell some of these products. As you can see, a lot of the stuff we won't be able to get to, including the Indiana Jones hat. Oh, nice. And we've got and more down here. But we've got these 4 items that we can currently get. I mean, this seems expensive to get just like, what's it, 5 t-shirts for £225. That's what we're paying. This is what the unit price is, but yeah, I mean, these are. I don't know whether I'm just old, but this seems expensive. We need to buy licenses for these things as well. We can bring in these bits. We've got. We can actually get a cashier for our shop as well, a restocker, and then there's other jobs, and then we can potentially expand some of these things as well. So let's start off. We've got a grand. If we get that, I think that's all we can probably afford. I don't think we can change the colour of these things. It would be kind of nice if you could. You could buy some different colours. Looks like there's no opportunity to do that. So we'll spend $550 and we'll buy those. Right. So these have just been delivered out here. And so we're going to put these out. So we can put them on the hanger if we want. There we go. And then we can set the price on the hanger. So this is nice. It's set to 70, so we get a profit of 25. The market price is that. So let's go up a little bit. We'll put 10% extra on that. And we'll do that with everything. We'll put 10% on everything, and we'll see how that goes. And then we'll put these out here. And again, we'll put the 10% on. That'll give us $19 profit for everyone sold. And then we'll do that and we'll round it to 68, and again $28 profit. So we've got some bits here. I mean, we could get some extra bits actually. Let's just, we've got £450. I think let's do that. And I wonder if we put these out now. Yeah, that's the price sticks at 44. There we go. So we've got some good stuff ready to go. Let's open them out and get our folks coming in. There's the loo there. Can't go in there yet though. If you click on that, you end up going to the Steam page, which I just did. Right, here we are. We're waiting for our customers. So remember, once we go a little bit further on, we will be able to bring a worker in here. And as soon as we do that, then we can kind of move out and get a different store. Well, hello, mate. You're just getting the one thing, are you, mate? Here we go. Click on the product to scan the barcode. There we go. And then he's going to give us that. And then 44. There we go. You're getting a couple of those. It's a great choice, may I say. You're giving me that. So 154. There we go. There's also money. Change will be 5. Look at me go. 112. This seems incredibly expensive, but as I say, maybe I am just a little bit old when it comes to this sort of stuff. You're giving me some money there. Change 33. There we go. You just want one of those. Change 34. Why are you giving me so much money? There we go. Nice hair, Miderio. Change 22. Is that it? No, they're still coming. There's still lots and lots of things. So we could buy additional things in the day, during the day. And they would automatically appear outside. So that's pretty good. 46. There we go. I wonder whether this, because I have had a look at this earlier, and I wonder whether the price will just reduce the speed that people come in. but they do look like they're interested in some of the things we're getting. I wonder if these two are together working in the same place. 121. There we go. I mean, you don't look like someone who's going to wear that, mate. With your suit on, you look a bit too fancy for those tops. Maybe in at night when you're back home or something. Let's go. Right, there we go. What's on that shirt? I'm not entirely sure. 44. And we're making good money. We already got. Remember, we started off with 1,000, and we're getting along to have a lot more than that in the bank at the end of today. We're going to sell absolutely everything. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. Right. So we've actually made £600 there in that day. Well, that's pretty good. We've got a storeroom back here so we can put things in there, but there's nothing really that we need to. We've run out of stuff. And you can see top left we have where we are in terms of our level. So flip the switch to end the day. There we go. So this is what we got. 18 satisfied customers. One didn't find their products. That's a little bit disappointing. No one found it expensive, which is interesting because we did put the prices up by 10%. Does that mean we could put them up by a bit more? Total customers 21. Does that mean some customers were not satisfied but they did find the product they wanted and they didn't find it expensive? Something like that. I don't know. But the key thing is £630 profit. So you make money quickly. Right, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. We're on to day 2. We need to get some stuff out here. We can go for more. I wonder if you can put stuff out here. Not sure. So we can spend a bit of money here. We want to get our license for level 2, which we can't afford yet. We need to be mal level 2 to get to that. So let's get one of each of these. That's good. And we'll do that. I think we just need to spend quite close to what we've got. What about machines? Okay. So do we have a drinks machine somewhere? Somewhere about there. Candy machine. Where are these? Oh, a claw machine, an ATM. Oh, okay. So we could actually get a drinks machine. Can't do that yet because we spent a load of money. Oh no, we haven't yet. We haven't. Let's. Ooh. Oh, we can't do that yet, but you will be able to do that. I like that. Right, let's actually do what we were supposed to be doing. Let's not peeing around. Right, let's spend that money. We've got all these things here, so I think. Okay, those are going to remain at that price. That one there, we're going to need to set these. Okay, you can see these are 100. Let's see if we can get to 115 there. Like $50 profit on there. Yeah, we've kept everything the same there. And we've got another 68. Right, I'm just going to set these out so they look a little nicer than they are at the minute. Right, there we go. We've got loads of stuff out there now. Let's start the day and try and make some money. So what I might do is we'll do this another day. I'll do this kind of off camera and then we'll come back and see how much money we've got, and then we'll try and make a decision as to where we go next. We're spending a little bit, and we could have gone up in terms of our pricing as well on those things. Is anyone coming in? Okay, look, mate, we've got some extra products here. Some lovely... Oh, he's going for the jackets. He's going for a jacket. He's gone for it. Nice. There we go. Right, I'll see you in a bit, folks. Remember, we're trying to make over 1,600. See if we can manage that at the end of this day. Right, here we go. Only those bits were left. We're shutting that down. This is what we got. 17 satisfied, 21 customers in total. So that's what we got. Some folks didn't find the product they were looking for. We got 210 mal points. I don't know what that is, but £900 profit, which I think is pretty darn good. So we're up to mal level 2, which is good. 2,500 in the bank. It's 10 a.m. Let's figure out what we're going to be doing here. So let's have a look. So what we might want to do is think about getting our second license, which will give us a little bit more options in terms of what we can buy into the shop. But I'm also quite keen to bring in a drinks machine, which we could do. We could put the drinks machine in now. Let's do that because it's different. We'll buy some bits for the drink machine, and we need to try and buy some products. That's and then store. Remember, we're just going to get the same again. We need to get those. It's exactly. That's fine. We can do that. We can do that. Right. Let's set this up. So we've got our. There's our drinks. But where is our drinks machine? Where does that? How do we put that out? That's the drinks machine, right? Okay, so we can put that out here. Like it. Oh, look at that. That's the elevators down here. We can't go down there properly, but let's put these out. Because we don't have to worry about this, do we? Interesting, they're actually able to use the Coke logo. That is the Coke logo. And is that different at all? That is interesting, right? Let's make that a little bit more expensive. We got $4 on that, and then we'll put these things out. Interesting to see how that all works out. So there we go. Got some of those out. They didn't sell that well. Those ones didn't. Could we get a little bit more out of these? Could we knock those up to 70 maybe? Put that up to 70. Maybe put that up to 46. Just try and get a little bit more out of them. Let's do this. So we've got our drinks machine now, which we're going to make a lot of money. Let's just have a quick look what else we can buy for the drinks machine. So the buzz collar, we need to get a license to get Diet Coke. I mean, Vimto, they are using this. I wonder how legal this is, what they're doing there. They're not calling it that, but they have got the images, which is fascinating. I can actually see what's going on with the drinks machine over there. So we'll get to see if anyone does purchase it. So we'll just stick here for a second. Couldn't find the Dubai t-shirt. I guess they're looking for the level 2 stuff, which we haven't got. No, we'll do that definitely next time. Right, 190 quid. So you need 40. There we go. Yeah, I thought you might. So those are still selling really well, those jackets. And I wonder whether we could maybe up the price a little bit on them, maybe to 120. There we go. Couldn't find the Dubai. I'm going to have to buy the Dubai t-shirt. That looks like the thing that they want. Although she's getting a bunch of stuff. Or exactly the same thing. Yeah, I think what I would love with this is the option to buy in different colours. I think that would be nice. I think the fact you're only buying sort of one colour, one design for each one of these t-shirts it just feels a little bit less than it could be. Your brother's over there, mate. He's wearing exactly the same clothes as well. Oh man. But we're doing alright. We've got over 1k. Just got a growth spurt there. That's an achievement. 1k. Was it? No, maybe it was a bit more than that in total sales. I have to say, this is an enjoyable game. It's something. This part of it, yeah, this gets a bit old. Relatively quickly because you're not doing much here, but once you get a cashier in place, I can see, and you start to sort of build up your empire, as it were. I can see how this could potentially be really, really cool. And I guess you've got to kind of, well, I don't know, maybe as you go you'll be less and less involved in this side of things, but it's going to be more and more involved in the sort of the other side of things and running of the shop. So we're already over 1,700 in the bank. How are we doing? 46. So we might get another clothes rack for those things there, because they go so quickly and they are expensive. We make a tiny profit on them every single time. 43. Definitely feels like I haven't even looked at the what's going on through the door. Oh no, people are buying it. Looks like he's struggling with it. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, mate. I'll say 116. Okay, we're at the end of the day, and so where are we? So we've again sold all the green ones, and we've actually had a much better day. And what about here? So not a lot gone there, but that's fine. Let's flip that and take stock. What do we do there? So again, just 21 customers. We're not increasing the customer base. What worries me is that every single time we do this, we have less satisfied customers. But I wonder that's just because we would be expected to have more products and we're not actually doing that. Okay, let's get to the next day. What's next? Custard pants. Right, let's get into our... What do we need? So 2,300 now we've got there. So... Well, that would give us... Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm not doing it this time. I'm not doing it this time. We're going to get one of those. Get one of those. Get one of those. Get one of those. And what I might do is get another clothes hanger. There we go. We'll do that. That way I can have some more of those black ones out. Right. Right. This is annoying. You can't... Oh, maybe... Yeah, this could be like a... Maybe some sort of grid system, so it sort of clicks into place and sort of links next to that. That would be better. But we're going to have a load of those. which is what we want. So we're going to get good. We get a lot of stuff for that. We sold all of those. I don't think we've got quite as much available today. Right, there we go. It's all out. We got probably enough money to get a little bit more, but that's fine. We're not topping those up. We're going to have another day here. So I'm going to do this. I'll come back and hopefully we'll be in a good place and we'll be able to sell. And then once we get to tomorrow, what I think I'll do is I'll get the license to get to level 2 for this shop. But I'll see you in a sec, and I'll let you know how we've got on in this in this next this day. Right, we're at the end of the day. We've got 2,300 up there in the bank, so it's very, very similar to where we were last time. We've still got a lot of product though, which is good. I did make a purchase to increase that, so we don't need to get lots and lots of stock in there at the end of this day. This one is getting a bit depleted, so I might just get some more of the lemonade. So again, 20. I don't know how we increase our number of customers, but a good series of mal points there. So that's awesome. So let's do what we need to do here. We'll get our license. Okay. So we've only got 804 then that we can buy. So we can't buy any of these things just yet. But maybe we can do this as we go. Let's do that. Okay. So we've got our license. We'll put these out. And the plan will be next up we'll get another one, some more of those jackets, because they are making good money, but yeah, at the minute we couldn't afford to actually get them. Oh, just a sec. Let's also, I did say about getting some more lemonade, so let's do that. Right, there we go. Day starting again. Yeah, and I guess the speed at which you kind of progress is relatively slow, but I don't mind this too much. I really don't. I think the look of the game is really nice, and I like what they're doing with it. I think it definitely works well, and I'm interested to see kind of where things are going. Right, 37. Yeah, I think I've said before, sometimes these games where you've got to give change and stuff and work it all out, that gets a bit annoying, but the fact it tells you how much you need, it's not very hard, this aspect of things. I think I might want to look at like staff. I think we can afford maybe some more of those shirts now, so we could do that while we're waiting. Right, here we go. We'll get through this little rush and then maybe we'll do that ASAP. The other thing that seems to happen, it seems to pause at this point. I like that, because otherwise it would just get a little bit too much. So we can't afford any of these. We can, but I don't really want to do that at the minute. Oh, does it pause? Because that guy just kind of just appeared, didn't he? Sorry, I'm just going to put these up. So what we'll do, we'll get to the end of the day and see how things are going once we get there. Okay, there we go. Actually, not too bad. We've still got some product left at the end of the day, but we've got almost £2,000 in the bank, so we will be able to afford some of the other bits that we weren't able to there. So yeah, you can see he's getting a drink there. Oh no, he's going in. Let's just take this. We'll take this order here, and then we'll shut up. Right. There we go. Well done. Again, 21 customers, satisfied 18, so that's pretty good. A good number of mole points. On we go to day number 6. Making good progress, folks. Making very, very good progress. So we, as you can see, in terms of licenses, we can't afford the licenses a little bit further on just yet. But we can get some of those jeans. Right, let's do that. Again, we sort of we can put those out. So 155, making some serious profit on those. So let's do that. $75 profit on there. That would be nice. We'll set these ones out. We have loads of these. What else have we got? Liking this so far, and put some of these out. I don't think we need to use the stock room at any point yet, but looking decent. We don't have any of those, but we'll probably try and get some of them in by the end of the day. Let's open the store up, folks. Got our nice new jeans there. I'm not sure what our next focus will be. How much? Right, so worker. So to hire a worker, we need 1,500. So I think that feels like the next thing that we'll do, because then we can focus on other things, like how to get more people in through the door. Everyone likes these shirts. I just wonder. I don't know how to tell what the trending product is. Is that in here? CCTV, mall design, bills and rent statistic. Not yet. We can't do that yet, but that's probably where it'll be. Getting some good money. Oh, we sold some jeans, folks. We've sold some jeans. 285 quid there. Right. There we go. £3,100 is what we got out of that. Not seeing any increase in customers, but that's fine. They're spending more money each and every time. I think we can look to unlock that, a sports market there, but I think what we need to do, if we're going to do something here, is put in a member of staff. So let's look at bringing in a worker there who looks, what should we call him? Gregory. Hello, Gregory. You're going to be sorting out this. We've got 1,600, so put the Dubai t-shirt, get that. There we go. So we'll just get these ones out. These t-shirts here. There we go. And then we just can pop this Dubai t-shirt, which is the new one. Actually, we get quite a lot of those. We're going to sell that, I think, for 105. Done. We could do with some more Coke, but excellent. So we get to see this from the other side. So he's going to be doing his bit. We don't have to do anything now. We just wait for something to happen. They're sort of spawning out here. Hello. And let's see what happens. Right, we're going to check how good you are at your job. So Wayne Rooney's coming in here. You're going to get a Dubai t-shirt? No. I do like how the clothing goes into the bag. I think that's pretty good. Okay, it takes a little bit of time. I like that. That's always going to be the case. So it's money is going up. Now, how much do we have to pay every day for him? We need to factor that one in. But let's get some products for this. Need to fill this up. Right, there we go. The drinks machine is nice and filled up. You can see we've got over £1,000 now in the bank, or just about £1,000 in the bank. So while that's happening, so let's think. I think the next license was far too expensive there, but we can't even get close to that currently. The silk jacket. What was the license? The license is like 22,000 there. We can't. That's as far as we can go with that one anyway. A wishing fountain. Not sure that's going to add anything. If we bought something like that, would that increase the amount of people? If we bought the fountain out here and put it here, the sitting fountain, would they be more likely to come out here? Okay, so I think what we would like to do we'll get some more of those. There we go. So doesn't look like we've done too well with these Dubai t-shirts, because this seemed to be what they wanted. I'm tempted to just see what that. So we can bring it in here, or we can bring it out here. I think that's nice. So over £2,000 in the bank. $2,500. That was a big sale at the end there. Okay, that's pretty good. We've got staff costs, but I don't know if we have to spend $1,500 every day on staff. Let's see. He's staying there. So it's not too expensive to get that. So that's maybe what we're going for next, perhaps. But let's have a look at what we need out here. Let's buy a silk jacket. Okay, we can't place there. Right, we're going to sell those for 210. That's a £90 profit, which feels very nice. Go. Right. I forgot to say it. Right, let's open up. We've got still a lot of cans in there. That's pretty good. We've also got the potential to bring in the other type of vending machine. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this and see what that does. Let's put that here. Nice. It's lovely. You can't sit there, but you can move it. But will anyone use it? So we are starting to build up our mall, aren't we? Now we don't have to worry about doing this. This guy who's got the straightest back in the world. So how do we get... Is there anything in here on bringing other people? You can expand your store. But yeah, sports market is the next thing that we can bring in. So yeah, we're doing well. It's 4 o'clock. Maybe we could have a little bit more. It looks like these expensive things that we bought in aren't necessarily doing that well. Looks like we sold maybe a couple of them. 2 sets of jeans. That's amazing. Right, I think what we'll do next up, we're going to work towards getting the other vending machine. And I think we won't necessarily need to worry too much about buying expensive clothes next time, will we? Because as you can see, we've got still loads of those. Maybe we could do a few more. In certain places, but that's all right. Wow, big money there. Right, satisfied customers. Again, just 21 people, but can't quite afford that yet. No one's sitting there. So I've got some good cash there. Let's just open up. I think we might just get some of the blue tops. But I think that's all we necessarily need. We could get, I think that's it, isn't it? The jeans. We've got enough of. There we go. This is looking pretty nice, isn't it? Right. Oh, hello, mate. I didn't realise cars actually came in. Okay, you're actually getting out. Are you going in? Oh, this is good, isn't it? Because they were just appearing before, weren't they? Right, just paying off my bills here, which I forgot about. But we're still at the end of day 9. We've got over 5,000 in the bank, which is excellent. We've got a rack full of clothes as well, and I swear we've had more than our usual 21 people. It feels like we've had a lot of people today. It says, I don't think this is true. I don't think this is true at all. We made lots of money here. We had lots of people coming in. I think that might be a bit broken. So we can't do this one yet. We can put this one in the sports store. Oh, that looks pretty good. Like that. Just can't change the name of it. But let's see what we can... We'll have to take... So we're going to have footballs, volleyballs. There's loads of stuff we can have. Let's get these. Let's get some shoes. There we go. Oh, look at this. Football. Well, that was a. What's that? Basketball there. Or was that volleyball? No, that's a volleyball. Right. So I mean, these are expensive, aren't they? We'll round it down. Right, 175. So we've set that one up. We'll come back over here and try and put some of that in when we need to. But now we've got 2 stores functioning here, which is rather cool. So she's going into that. So maybe we'll get extra people here. So she didn't get what she wanted. Oh, we actually got someone coming in. Yeah, nice. Right. There we go. Finally. So it's 1 o'clock and no one's actually come in. Oh, she's had some shoes. Nice. 2 pairs of shoes. Fair enough. That's almost 400 quid. Wow. Uh, 26. Oh, we're making big money with this stuff. We really are. Let's see what it says in terms of people. I wonder if we get double the amount of people who've been here. $20. I think you pretty much all the shoes have gone. Jesus Christ. Oh. Right, there we go. I think we've done pretty well. Put some more footballs in there. We've got... We can't place that there in a minute. Put those out. There we go. And we need another one of these, I guess. Furniture. Ball basket. Put some, put the basketball in there. Yeah, we'll just do that. there we go. Already on day 10. And okay, 35 customers there with the extra people in there, so making some good money. 4,200. So I think what we can do in here straight away is do what we need to do in terms of the workers. So we can, he's much more expensive. Okay, we've got just $500 in the bank, but we are fully stocked here, more or less. We've got some really good stocks in here as well. So in they come. And we're sort of trying to work towards that next level. So the next license is 22,000. That's a huge amount of money to get, although it is at the minute starting to come much, much quicker. So let's see how we do at the end of the day. We'll come back. Hopefully we'll have I'm not going to spend anything in the day. So we've got 858 now. What are we going to end up with at last orders? Okay, end of day 11. Satisfies customers 27. Again, some really good mole points. But you can see how we've got over £8,000 now in there. We'll need to buy some stock. Right, so we've got those out. And we've still got £5,000. I just can't help but wonder whether we could just get the other staff member for this side, and then we can just kind of go between them and sort out everything else, couldn't we? Worker. Let's do that. So we've got our it's the same guy. I mean, it'd be nice if it had a different uniform on, or it's sort of linked to this sort of thing up here, but there we go. Drinks are completely out, so we're going to wait to get a bit of cash in, and then we'll just buy some drinks. Exceed 50,000 in total sales, doing really nice now. But remember, we now need to start thinking about upgrading to level 3, which is 22,000. It's a lot of money. So let's these things don't really cost that much, but I think getting them in there will be useful. There we go. Nice. Get those in. There we go. Right. We're making bank on both of these, so I think we'll need to buy in the silk jacket there. We seem to be running out of that. We have run out of it, and given it's such an expensive product, feels like it's worth having it out there. So yeah, that needs to be level 4, level 3, that's the full version. That's the expanded mal within the full version. That's the full version. So it looks like these are the shops that we could potentially upgrade to when we get to mal level 3. It feels like a long way away, in all honesty. Right, my dog's joined me. So let's have a look. Well, we could get another, candy machine. We could get an ATM machine. I'm not sure how much we get out of that, but the candy machine would definitely be a useful thing to get. But I think what we're going to try and do is work towards that 22,000 sort of next level. so we can start getting some more important stock in here. I think here for this particular store, the next level, next license was 15 grand actually, so that's not that far away. I mean, we could work towards that, or do we focus here on the clothes store? Oh, looks like we need to get some more products for the clothes store here. Right, end of day. We've got £6,900 in the bank. We've just purchased these, so that's kind of why that is. Let's get what we need to here, and then we'll see where we are at the end of this day. So I'll set all these out, and maybe we might get a few other bits. Right, so we've set everything out. We've still got over $3,000, but I think we're going to carry on and set things going again today. So I'm going to keep going now until we get maybe over that 15,000 mark, so we can upgrade that, or depending, we might go for the 22,000 to upgrade this store to the next level. But so I'll see you in a little bit. This might take a couple of days to achieve. Right, folks, we are really close to mole level 3. We have also got over $22,000. It's taken us up to day 11, so I've actually been playing this game for about an hour and 40 minutes. It has flown by, and that tells you a lot about this. It's not too complicated at this point, but it keeps you engaged, keeps you involved. We need to be mile level 3 to get the license, so we basically need to get up there anyway. So we can't, even though we can afford it, we're not quite there yet. We are absolutely flying out of these shoes, which we could get that, but let's do that. I wonder if there's a way to have more shoes, of a better rack to display these. So if I quick look at the furniture options, so we've got a shoe shelf here, which is what we're looking at. Stick hanger, which would be relevant for, that's level 3, isn't it? We just level 2 is all we get is like the air jump special. The soccer cleats, which are football boots is what we'd call them. Hosted 500 visitors. Level 3 we have got there, folks. We've got over 29,000. Let's just make a couple of purchases. Because we need to do that now. Yes, I can. Yeah, we need to get some jeans as well. And the money does fly in. It really does. And you can see that the balls don't go down as quickly as you might think. But let's get our license for this one. We'll go up to level 3, which gets us some additional products. We can't go all the way out here, which is frustrating, but we can get some of these things. The smiley t-shirt, the striped t-shirt, I never know how to say that, plaid coat, and the love t-shirt. So I think we need probably to get some other way of displaying these things. Can't get these. I like that thing there. Let's get this. See if we can get this out. I'm not sure how. Again, some sort of click to thing would be helpful here, because you just can't quite get it right. But let's get some of those additional products in. There's quite a lot of them actually, so we'll get these out. set that one, round it off to 101. Ooh. There we go. Setting this. Oh, look at this, folks. Last one. Oh, I don't know whether this is going to increase the amount of people coming in. Not sure, but we've got 2,900. There we go. Go on to the next day, and we'll set things off. We've got. Oh, it's looking really good in here now, isn't it? We've got a bit of space over here. Maybe we can put another some more clothes racks there. Right. So 2,000. So we can actually get this. So this is 45 grand to get that. We're not going to go for too much longer. There's actually a lot more of this game than I thought there was. But I would like to get maybe the ATM machine. Maybe we'll have a look at that. Well, the license there is slightly ridiculous. ATM. Well, the license there. So is that a burger? No, that's not a burger machine, is it? Right, we're going to get the a candy machine, which we're going to put here, and then we'll get some. I'm not quite sure how this works. You just put. Can you put? Okay, so you need two machines. So let's buy a second machine there. There we go, and we can put these guys in there. I don't know what these things are. They look bizarre. The more like stuff we get, the more money we're making each time, and you can see every day we're getting more and more money at the in the bank at the end of the day. So yeah, and I don't know with the ATM machine how much do we get there, or we could do with some more drinks there. I just don't know why the drinks machine is so unbelievably expensive. I think that's maybe the one area where some of these upgrades just do not make sense in terms of the cost. Saw the back of his throat there. There we go. Awesome. Nice. I think that's probably it. Close that. Again, only 35 customers, so it seems to be very much related to the amount of shops you've got. The more shops you've got, the more customers you've got. Let's have a quick look at yeah, what's that one? I'm not sure what's next. Must be the toy shop, but we can't see anything in there. But yeah, I can sort of see this as you're expanding and expanding and expanding. Yeah, it's just I mean the mall would get more and more busy, which would be rather cool, wouldn't it? So you've got someone that you can bring in who can sort out things like this, sort of getting the stuff in. This is not available in this part of the game, unfortunately. You got to wait until the yeah, you've got to wait until the sort of full game's out to be able to do that. But we might actually be able to get the upgrade there as well. But I don't think... Yeah, the toy shop. Yeah, much more customers, much more sales, much more products. Okay, so you basically get a lot of money there, but 45 grand is what you need. Wow. But we are kind of getting there. So what I might do is just continue along a little bit, and we'll wait, and we'll get that next upgrade for the sports, or the next license for the sports store, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you in a second. Right, we are very, very close to the next. We're getting that 15,000. As you can see, though, we do need to sort of. We can't quite do it yet. We need to sort of get a few of these bits and pieces in here. So I'm going to sort these things out. I think I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we can't get those in just yet. The expanding one. So we can actually expand. So we could do that. I don't know. Would it go that way? I'm not sure. But I think we're looking to get this sports store license. That feels like that's the best place to make some money, because I suspect this is going to be a good way to make money with shoes. That seems to be a really good way to make money, in all honesty. We need to buy some more jackets before we get there, though. We're getting close, but every time we get close, we're sort of put back because we've run out of jackets or whatever. I think also the world t-shirt. Yeah, we hadn't put any of these out, so we'll do that now. There we go. So we're right on 15 grand. Let's do it. Let's get the upgrade in the sports store. Right, so in terms of products, what does this allow us to do? The air jump special, but what we need to do is actually get a shoe shelf first up. That's the critical thing. There's our shoe shelf. And we'll just wait a second to get our first few purchases. Looks like we've run out of jeans as well, which isn't ideal. Let's do that now. Let's get those football shoes and the air jump specials. Wow, these are expensive. That is premium price. And again, these ones are as well. When you look at this, yeah, it's the most expensive shoes we've got over there. So right, I'm going to get a few more of those, put those in. So that's good. Don't think anyone's actually bought any of them though, which isn't ideal. Again, end of the day. Let's get some jeans. Well, we can afford the jeans on their own. That's fine. Right, end of the day. There we go. I think we're doing all right. I can really see how this game can keep people interested, because yes, you're not just behind there all the time. You'll get to kind of do the restocking, and it's just kind of like you're moving your way through the mall as you go, so you're never actually staying with the same thing. You're kind of just expanding and expanding and expanding. I really like that. It's a very clever way of doing this type of game, because one of the big problems I find with this type of game is it gets a bit dull after a moment. And there's not much you can do about that. But actually, the way this works is it just means that it's not going to be dull. Well, you're not going to be doing the same thing, so you're less likely to get get dull about things. I'd love a little bit more sort of focus on, you know, different coloured shoes, different coloured things, and that, so you could maybe have, and maybe that could link into the trends that they talked about. That would be kind of nice. Okay, they're buying the really expensive shoes. There we go. Woo. Wow, absolutely flying through the money. Right, folks. Right, shall we put, I think this room here, let's put an ATM machine in. Because I guess that's just going to mean that people are going to spend more money. Oh, we can afford it. Right, let's put that in. Very nice. Right, and now we're going to buy so I'm sure this is how the banknotes arrive. Right, there we go. Nice. Love that. So we got the ATM in there. As we expand our place even more, looks like we desperately need some additional clothes here. Oh, well, folks, I think we are going to leave it there. I'm not going to go all the way out and try and unlock these things. I've really enjoyed it, I have to say. I was a bit unconvinced to start with, but as you get further and further through it, it gets more and more interesting, and it's that kind of management aspect, the financial management part of it, and the, you know, all of the different upgrades and different types of things that you can bring in, and you just start to make the MAL more and more interesting for people to come and spend money in it. I'm a little bit, I don't really understand the dynamics around the people coming. It did say that this store would bring lots and lots of people in, but it's a bit weird. It's always the same amount of people every day. It would be nice if, you know, as you do better, as your reputation goes up, you get more people through the doors, that type of thing. But, you know, it's not a bad game as simulation games go. This is one of the better ones I think I've played, which is saying a lot. We've done a lot of simulation games on this planet. I like the look of it. There's no kind of difficult way to, it's really easy to navigate. The menus and everything are really easy. There's nothing difficult about the game. You'll be able to dive into it really quick. No real bugs that I've seen. So yeah, I would recommend this one, and it's free on Steam. You can play the demo, you can play the prologue. Both are available. Full game will be released September 25. Look out for it. Put it on your Steam wish list. Anyway, folks, we'll say goodbye to Gregory and bye to Paul. They are brothers. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you've got this, if you picked it up, and if you've got some other recommendations for games that we should look at on the channel. Remember, we focus on simulation games, management games, all that type of stuff. And if you have enjoyed this and you do like simulation games, make sure you dive down into the playlist. We've done first looks on all sorts of games. We've got all sorts of playthroughs that we've done, as well as a variety of sports simulation games and sports management games that we've done over a long period. That's kind of where the channel started. Anyway, folks, if you did enjoy that, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. What are you doing? Are you trying to get money out, or are you just daydreaming? Who knows? See you later. Bye bye.